For the past 3 months, tangu nianzishe hii channel, most of you have noticed how enthusiastic I have been about creating content, coming here day in, day out, finding ways on how I can keep you guys glued to this channel. And we have evolved. We have gone from me having zero editing skills to me being able to do minimal edits. You know, I went from me standing here talking to myself, staring into this camera, hoping that one person is going to watch this video, to me going out there, meeting average Kenyans, you know, Kenyans, people like me and you who are struggling to live and make a living in these very difficult times. We have grown from 0 subscribers on 28th of February when I posted my first short to now we have over 6,200 subscribers. We are at now nearly 250,000 views. And it has been a long journey and a very difficult one. I have gone through some very, very difficult moments on this channel. I think one of them was me traveling to Tharaka Nithi nikikava ile story ya wale vijana wa Marima, the Marima 6, who some, I think 3 of them are still detained at Tharaka Nithi GK prison sahivi. Marimanti, I think it's Marimanti GK prison. Sahi paka sahi. They have not yet been released. They have a hearing on July 7th. I have covered the Kiambu protests just last month, where I witnessed the killings of young Kenyans. I have been to the hospital with following sick people, trying to get them help, just on this channel, in a period of just 3 months. And all these things came crashing down on me this week. On Monday, I had arrived from Voi. In the morning, I arrived at home up hivi around 5, 6 a.m. I took some breakfast, I got some rest, and I woke up very heavy. In fact, I really struggled to produce that episode this Monday. It was very hard for me to go through with that episode because I really was fatigued, physically, mentally, psychologically. You know, I was in a very, very bad place. And this whole week, I decided I am going to slow down. I have not produced any shorts. I have not uploaded any short videos on my Facebook, on my YouTube, on my TikTok, on my Instagram, on my threads. I have not created any short video. I've just focused on these 1 p.m. episodes, because the problem with YouTube now, if I say I take a break, especially now that we are just about to reach 4,000 watch hours, the channel literally collapses and YouTube kills it. But at the same time, I do very heavy content. I don't know kama most of you know, but a lot of the content that makes sense on Kenyan social media, whether it is TikTok, whether it is Facebook, Instagram, you know, whatever social media platform, including YouTube, is comedy. Ni vichekesho. Vichekesho in Kenya is evergreen content, and anyone who can manage to do the best comedy. We have seen people like Akina Crazy Kena, Akina Mamito. You know, there's a very beautiful lady nampenda sana wa TikTok anaitwa Michelle something. These people, they make very good content. It is very funny, and it blows up time and again. Akina Njugush, you know, because Kenyans, the bulk of the people on social media want to be entertained. People do not want this heavy stuff I come to do here day in, day out. And that is one of the things mimi nimekuwa nikikaa nikijiuliza this whole week, kuanzia Monday. It is very difficult for me to get views on YouTube because the content I do is very, very depressing content. I am always talking about, you know, someone has been shot there, someone has been killed over there, you know, there's someone struggling with a medical bill, wapi huko. And people don't want to be depressed. And if that content depresses me, I can imagine, how it makes you feel. But at the same time, I have the people who come here time and again, who watch me regularly. They are not very many. Nakuaga kati ya 100 na 500, per episode. But then I have also noticed that whenever I do very heavy content, YouTube goes out of its way to literally kill an episode. Ita make sure ya kwamba hiyo episode haionekani, especially whenever I use very heavy words, maneno ambayo yako na violence ndani, vitu kama kifo, mauaji, vitu kama kuteka nyara, the English word is abduction. And the YouTube algorithm, the AI, artificial intelligence ya YouTube is very, very, very advanced. Iki pick up maneno kama hayo, it suppresses who is going to watch these episodes. So last night I made a decision. I woke up in the morning, I made a decision. Nikasema, you know what? Kwanzia leo, I am going to pivot and I am going to make content that is purely for good vibes, for entertainment, so that at least my channel can grow view-wise. Sawa? For me to be able to make money from YouTube once my channel becomes fully monetized. We are not I've not done this alone. I've done it with you, the people who are watching me now, my regular viewers. Watu wangu 50, watu wangu 100, watu wangu 200, watu wangu 300. We are just about to be monetized to around 60 something hours to go from 4,000. So I have been thinking that, look, hii content nafanya ni nzito sana. I need to pivot. I need to create content which is at least, agreeable to a majority of Kenyans and people from around the world. Vitu ambazo wanaweza kuja watazame. They become entertained. They go home happy, smiling. And then at night, just before the World Cup began, the opening ceremony began, I came across the identity of the person who was shot and killed in Nanyuki on Tuesday, 9th of June. It is a 16-year-old high school boy. His name is Sylvester Ndung'u. And this, again, broke my heart completely. The government of President Ruto, time and again, year in, year out, since he took office, he must make sure that he kills a child. And as I say this, I know that the AI system ya YouTube, algorithm ya YouTube is going to kill this video. It is going to suppress this video. It is going to make sure that as many people as possible do not get to watch it because of exactly what I am saying. And this content that I do, delays me from making money off of YouTube because I do not get the views I am supposed to get. The people who come here to watch me come here because they want to watch me. They literally search for me on YouTube. But the YouTube algorithm is designed to take this content to people for me to be able to get subscribers and for me to be able to get views, for me to be able to get monetized. But because this content is heavy, I have to make a choice between pivoting into nonsense content where I come here, I tell you things that are going to make you feel nice, are going to make you happy, and I make money. The little that you people send me, my viewers, and some of my supporters from Twitter, the X app, is barely enough to help me survive, to pay my bills, to pay my school fees for my children. So I have to depend on YouTube. And now, right now, I am faced with the reality of having to make a choice on what content for me to do so that I can survive in this crazy country we are living in Kenya right now. Sylvester Ndung'u is a 16-year-old boy who is in Form 3 in high school. He was shot in the head in Nanyuki during the protests. I have been saying this time and again. I have been saying this for months, hata before niingie YouTube. There is a very special killer police unit yenye inazunguka hii nchi popote pale kuna maandamano, and the maandamano ni protest against President Ruto. These people go out of their way. Sawa, kazi yao is basically to shoot, to kill Kenyans. And a lot of people are saying so many things. Why will they want to shoot and kill Kenyans? Mimi personally, my allegation is that they are doing that. Sawa, ndio hati kesho kukiwa na maandamano sehemu nyingine wananchi waogope kutoka. Sawa, but the problem is, you know, you will be oppressed so much, itafika a point whereby you are no longer afraid of death. And that is what is happening to Kenyans today. Because if you shoot and kill a 16-year-old boy, what do you want the people to do? And that is why every time I come here, I am addressing President Ruto. I'm supposed to address my YouTube viewers, but under President Ruto, how many Kenyans are you going to kill? How many children? Utaua watoto wangapi Rais Ruto? Every time kuna na juzi I was in Voi. Kulikuwa na protest huko in quotes ya watu wa tutam wamewavalisha yellow na green, hati watu wa kusupport President Ruto wanashangilia maendeleo Taita Taveta County. It was on Saturday. How comes huko kwa nini? Why don't you deploy your special killer squad zako? And even Kenyans have started noticing. Another Kenyan yesterday made this allegation on my Twitter timeline. Akasema na hizo squad zinatembea na pickup za white. In Kiambu, it was a white Ford Ranger. In Nanyuki, wanasema ni white Land Cruiser. Those special killer units. The British High Commission, jana imebidi itoe statement kukanusha ya kwamba their army officers are involved katika yale quelling of the maandamano in Nanyuki after a picture was taken of an armed militia, because I can't even call them a police officer because they are wearing uniform ya British Army, iko na patch ya bendera ya British Army. The High Commission had to come out to deny that is one of them. But we all know these special killer units are sponsored by the US government, by the UK government, by the British government. These people are trained. Specifically, they are trained in marksmanship. And that is why every time unaona kuna mtu ameuawa kwa haya maandamano yetu around the country, jenda uangalie vizuri, most of them wamepigwa risasi za kichwa, headshots, because I'm trained marksman. Akitake an aim, they do not miss. If they aim for the chest, they are going to hit your chest. They aim for your head, whether you are moving or stationary. Because they are trained for 24 hours a day on how to handle a weapon, any type of weapon, and how to aim and shoot it exactly where they want to hit a target. So my viewer, today I'm going to leave you guys to make this choice for me. Do you want me to continue with this depressing content? Or do I pivot? Nikuje hapa nianze kuwa entertain? This is up to you.